All right,
take up file 2013-51789. Amber Vanderwood and Richard Sprague, both are here. Ms. Vanderwood on Zoom, Mr. Sprague in person, and this is the date and time set for hearing in this matter. Mr. Sprague has filed a motion regarding parenting time. It was filed on March 9th, set for hearing today at 9. Read the motion. Has to do with arbitrarily changing pickup times. And requesting that the parenting time order be enforced. Both raise your right hands. You both swear or affirm any testimony you give in this cause to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Sprague, why don't you explain to me, just in your own words, what you're requesting today and why?
Well, a couple different things. I would like the pickup times to be enforced. She has arbitrarily picked him up from school, and the pickup time is 6 p.m. The last time she stops in where I'm working on 3/3 of this year, comes into my place of employment and says that I'm going to get Liam now. There's no way that I'm hanging around in town and this and that. And she just leaves, and I send her a couple of texts saying, no, the pickup time is this. And she just shows up and at the house and gets him. We had an IEP for him on September 30th, just after he had, started school, which was important and stuff. And she went and picked him up from school on that day, because she said that it's her right in the rules to pick him up as long as she can get him back to school on Monday. And then she calls me later that day and says that there was an opening to get him into the dentist. And so she was going to take him to the dentist, and did on the 3rd of October. But it wasn't even just a regular dentist appointment. He had oral surgery, and they put him under general anesthesia without me even knowing. And then when he was all done, she was going to end up dropping him off to me at work. And then she was I want this. And she said, well, no, she's going to keep him until he starts waking up. And then without saying anything, she just shows up and drops him off to my dad's on that Monday. And
You said something about the Friday after school on Monday. Does she have the child overnight on Sundays?
no, the way that the order is written is it's Friday night and Saturday night, and then pick up for him is on Sunday.
Okay,
For
so
us.
you normally exchange this child on Sunday?
Yep.
All right, so she doesn't drop him off at school on Monday?
No,
Okay. And that was on March 3rd? That she picked the child up early from school?
well, that on March 3rd is when she picked him up after he got off the bus.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
All right, has there been any other time, or is that the only time she's picked him up early?
no, she picked him up at 4 o'clock after he got off the bus on 9/1 of 22.
Okay, so now we're going back to last year. Okay.
Correct.
Any other time?
Yeah, picked him up early after, just right after school on 9/30 of 22.
Why didn't you bring those to my attention?
Say that again?
Why didn't you bring those dates to my attention? A little more timely, I guess. I mean, we're talking October, November, December, January, February, March. We're talking 6 months ago. So it's only happened once in the last 6 months?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was waiting to where she was kind of showing a pattern.
Okay. But at no time has she kept the child overnight on Sunday and dropped off at school.
No, but she kept him overnight on Sunday and brought him to the dentist for oral surgery, which I wasn't aware of. And she did that and dropped him off on that Monday, which was the 3rd of October.
Okay. You know about the appointment?
She told me about the appointment on that Friday.
Okay.
Before she picked him up early. But she didn't tell me she said it was a dentist appointment. And she brought him to an oral surgeon and had him put under general anesthesia. Without me knowing.
All right, you did not attend the dental appointment then, I gather?
No. Nope.
General anesthesia for what?
I got,
I just,
okay. Had some crown work and stuff done, crown preps. Yeah. I was under the
You didn't know
impression,
he was gonna be put under.
no, I didn't, I was under the impression that he was just going to the dentist to get a cleaning or something.
All right. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that the pickup time is 6 o'clock, as is in the order. And you want to be made aware of, and that was a problem in the past, if I recall, you not being made aware of medical stuff, right?
Correct.
All right, anything else you want to tell me?
Would you like a copy? I'm sorry.
Copy of what?
Oh, yeah. I think that's important because when she had the consultation and started taking him to this dentist, is there, if child or any other parent,
No, not yet. I'll give you a chance in a minute.
any parent or legal guardian other than you that you would like to add to this account? And she checks no.
That's with the new dentist?
Yes. He went to Dental Dreams, and then Dental Dreams or Little Smiles referred him to the other place where he ended up having his,
Same day?
no,
Oh, when was the oral surgery?
on the 3rd, October 3rd of 22.
Oh, I thought that's from the regular appointment.
That's what I thought too. But that's when she took him and had oral surgery done and had him put under.
Okay, but I guess my point is, did they do the same? Did he have a general appointment, but then they realized something was wrong and they had time to treat him right away, or
No,
it was a different appointment?
it was a different appointment.
Did you go to the first appointment?
No, I didn't know about the first
I didn't
appointment.
know about the first one at all.
No, and then when she told me about the appointment on the 10th, I assumed that it was a routine dental appointment. So I did not try to get out of work and go there with that. But it was not that, and it was never that, as far as being a routine appointment.
All right. You've not filed your own show cause here to have her held in contempt. You've just filed a motion asking that the orders be enforced, right?
Yep.
All right, ma'am, what's your response to the things that Mr. Sprague has testified about?
I do admit that I have picked him up. According to the order, I am allowed to pick him up after school and keep him until Monday if I'm able to bring him back to school. It does say according to the parent time.
Let's address these one at a time then. You're right, if you are able to consistently pick the child up and add it up just a second. If you're able to consistently pick the child up at school on Friday and drop the child off at school on Monday morning, then you're certainly able to do that. However, if you had not established that consistency or ever done it, then you have to let Mr. Sprague know that it's your intent to begin that. You can't just say, I'm going to get him early and then continue with the Sunday. The two go hand in hand. If you're gonna do the Friday, you also gotta keep him overnight Sunday and drop him off at school on Monday. You don't have
And
the right
that
to
was-
do one and not the other. It's a set. Otherwise, it's Friday at 6 to Sunday at 6.
And that was a misunderstanding on my part. I am never allowed to do that because he would only send medication that's enough to get me through Sunday. He is very
Right, but you've got the right to do
consistent.
it with notice, but it's gotta be consistent.
He refuses to send enough medication for that. Plus, he's very consistent on making sure that he knows everything regarding Aiden, and he is making sure that I know nothing regarding Liam. So he has taken it upon himself to take Liam to get medical treatment and does not inform me. And he's also been weaning Liam off of medication without notifying me, without getting my legal consent, because I do have 50-50 legal custody, or without talking to Liam's actual clinical psychiatrist. He took him to a Medi Center in Newaggo for it and got prescriptions from there. He has not talked to me to discuss it. That is against my legal right as a guardian.
Okay, ma'am, that may very well be true. We're not here on your motion today, though. We're here on his. So I'll let you respond to things that he has testified about. If you have issues you want to bring up, you got to file your own motion.
Which is
That's
what
what
I'm
due
going to
process-
do.
That's what due process is all about. You got the right to know what you're coming to court to deal with. And you haven't filed anything. So you can respond to what he said, but you can't bring up new issues.
Which I am responding to what he said, because he's bringing up the fact that I took Liam to a dental appointment that I did in fact inform him of. I had no idea he was going under general anesthesia myself.
All right. So you admit to picking him up early on 3 separate dates. And I mean, I guess I agree to some extent. So you knew about the appointment. You didn't, I guess neither of you knew going in what the appointment was all about.
That's not true.
I had informed Mr. Sprague of all the dental appointments that Liam has had. I told him he was getting referred to a surgeon because he had to have the root canals done. I did not know he was going to get general anesthesia. I told him all of those appointments.
And then, sir, I guess just to nip something in the bud, is it true you're not keeping her up to speed on everything that's going on with Liam?
I did not inform her of the doctor's appointment that we took him to. We went to the Medi Center. It wasn't in a appointment. We took him there. We got some antibiotics.
Was it an emergency?
Huh?
Was it an emergency?
No,
All right, why didn't you tell her? You come in here with unclean hands telling me that she didn't tell you about something if you did the same thing.
yes, she picked him up the next day and we gave her the medicine and
I
the
know,
antibiotics and
But you gave me the antibiotics and didn't even inform me he was on an antibiotic or that you were weaning him off medications from his psychiatrist. That you didn't have his psychiatrist weaning him off of. You went to a pharmacist and got their orders for it.
the pharmacist can't order the medications for that.
But according to medical records and notes from the doctor, you went according to a schedule from a pharmacist to taper him down.
Correct. We got a general idea of what the taper would be and how it would be safe before we went to the doctor and presented that information to them to see if they agreed. I
But
wanted
you
to be
didn't-
more informed.
But you're admitting that you did it without talking to me about it.
I told you that I was gonna wean them. You know, we've been to teleconferences with me, you and Liam, and you kind of sabotaged some of those, and then the last one that we had, you weren't there.
The last one that Liam had with his psychiatrist, I was not involved because he made it a telephone appointment, so I couldn't even be involved.
No, I made it a teleconference, just like.
But can we get
normal,
back to
and-
what this actual appointment is regarding? Because this is not regarding the medical appointment. This is about picking up.
Okay,
All right, I mean. it's
Because
pretty
there's also
simple.
been
You
times
know,
where
you haven't,
Aiden-
It's pretty simple, ma'am. You haven't exercised the after school Friday or the Sunday overnight at all this school year, except 1 or 3 after school Fridays you picked up without any intent of doing the Sunday overnight. So at this point, I'm gonna enter an order that the parenting time for the remainder of this school year will be strictly Friday at 6 to Sunday at 6 for your every other weekend. And I don't know what else to put in the order except to
Can I-
reinforce that you have joint legal custody. And you need to be fully transparent with each other about all appointments. Even if it's a spur of the moment med center appointment. If it's an emergency room visit, by all means, get it done. And
Can I make
notify
a-
the other party as quickly as possible, but.
Can I make a
as far
request?
as, you keep interrupting. I'm trying to put my rationale and my decision on the record here.
I apologize.
Training time is Friday at 6 to Sunday at 6 every other weekend for the remainder of this school year. In addition to the holidays and all that other time, but not Friday after school or Sunday night. And I'm reinforcing joint legal custody and what that means. It's spelled out in the reasonable parenting time policy, so you need to read that, be familiar with it and follow it. Otherwise, you're taking a chance of being held in contempt and having contempt fines and things like that. What do you want to say, ma'am?
I am not allowed to bring anything over or see Liam when it's the week when he's with his dad. Can we also make it so either Mr. Sprague sitting there is not allowed to come to my house and drop anything off for Aiden as well? Because it's consistent where his grandfather is dropping stuff off at my house for him.
I don't know. What do you mean?
He'll come to my house and be dropping stuff off. We have him on cameras at my house where he's coming here and bringing stuff for Aiden consistently.
Which Mr. Sprague are you talking about?
The older the grandfather.
All right, well, I don't have any jurisdiction over him. I mean, if you tell him not to trespass on your property, he should follow that. Otherwise, he faces some possible legal repercussions.
What? I don't know what she means about consistently.
I don't.
You stop and
Again, it's
drop
not part
off
of
the
the motion.
burger. Okay.
My point is, ma'am, you may have some other legal remedy, but it's not in this case between you and the elder Mr. Sprague. He's not a party to the case.
Okay.
All right. I think I've dealt with the issues that were pled for today. Anything else?
No, I'm fine.
No. He doesn't trespass. He parks on the road. He
That's
doesn't.
fine. I said I'm
I
not
know.
gonna deal with it in this case. You may
Okay.
have some other legal remedy. It's
Okay.
not here. This case is between you and her.
Correct.